G'day folks, it's Dean here, your passive income coach, and welcome to another quick video. Today I'm really excited to be sharing with you the DavorCoin program, or Davor, or however you like to pronounce it, Dav for short. I've been doing this now for a few days, just testing it, and really blown away by the results that we're sort of getting and how it's looking. So Dav got started in December 2017 with their platform, so they're relatively new. It's one of those straightforward lending type programs where you put in some Bitcoin, lock your Bitcoin away, and then earn a daily return on that. So we're going to basically share a video with you on just the go from right from the start right through to the end on the program and how Davor works, and if it looks good to you, there might be something worth looking into. So let me just share my screen here. So what I'm going to start with is, quite simply, just getting started on the link. Okay, so somebody sent you the link, or you've clicked the link, okay, and that will bring you up into the registration section. All right, relatively straightforward. Okay, fill out the details. So I'm actually going to register an account for my wife. So once you go through the setup process, select the country, okay, and you should have your referral down here. If you don't have a referral, leave it blank. You're not a robot. Okay, and submit. Now obviously what's going to happen is they're going to send you a link. So you just need to verify that link. Oh, I don't have my email open, so we'll let that open up. Okay, done. Okay, so this is my current account. Obviously, I've got to go through and click the link on Rachel's account once it's done. But this is my current account here. So I've been with Davor. So when you first log in, obviously you're going to have all zeros. You're going to have no Bitcoin wallet. You're going to have no DavorCoin. So the first step you need to take is obviously getting Bitcoin into the system. Okay, and that's relatively straightforward. You come into your wallet, okay, and you simply make a deposit. All right. And there's the address again. That's the DAV address. What we need to do is deposit Bitcoin. Okay, so we come in here, we deposit the Bitcoin. You can see that back on the 7th of January, I deposited 0.32 of a Bitcoin. Okay, so you just simply take your Bitcoin address that you got to send to. All right, copy that, take that through to your Bitcoin wallet, CoinJar, Coinbase, CoinSpot, Exodus, whatever you use, and then send the amount of Bitcoin over that you want to do. When you've done that, you'll actually have Bitcoin available. What we then need to do is move that into Davor. So we're going to run through how to actually move it into the DavCoin, what you can do with it, and then how to get it out. Okay, but before we do that, so give you a bit of an idea of how much you want to move across, let's actually have a look at the program. So the lending program, I think, is the one that we really want to be involved with. Okay, so you can see I currently have one lending agreement going at the moment. So let's have a look at the profit calculator, and this is what I basically use to get started. So you can see here that we have different amounts. All right, so different lending amounts in DAV value. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to buy Bitcoin, we're going to convert it into DAV, or the DAV coin, and then we lend it, and then it goes into their lending program where they do their arbitrage, their mining, all that sort of stuff, and we get a percentage return. Now, there's a few things you want to look out for that I think are really, really cool. One, the more that you lend, you'll notice that the bonus interest rate goes up. Okay, so obviously the more you put in, the more bonus interest rate you get. So there's a daily variation rate. All right, now I don't know if we can move this out of the way. No, we can't. So here's the daily rate. So you can see that January 9th, it was 1.74. This is the base rate. And then January 10th, 1.08, 1.02, 1.48. Today we're working on 0.91, and then tomorrow 1.09. So that's obviously a spread over the last 6 days. But then depending on how much you start with, you then have a bonus rate on top of it. Okay, so you can see that I started with 5,000. All right, so I get the daily rate plus an additional 0.2%. So that was my 0.315 Bitcoin that I needed at the time to be able to do that. You can also see that you get your capital back after a certain amount of days. So again, the more that you lend, the quicker you get your capital back, which I think is really, really cool. So for me, I'm locked in now for 179 days from the day of purchase. So I get a daily payment, interest only, and then after my total period, I get my $5,001 back. So quickly we'll see that. As you can see here, I started with $5,001. I've got my bonus 0.2% here. So far, I've received $343 in interest payments, and it's only January 13th. I haven't received the January 13th payment yet. In fact, I haven't even received the January 12th payment because that January 12th payment has finished, but it's waiting to be paid. So I'll actually get that onto my account in around about 3 hours' time. At about 11:30 at night, I normally get my payment. Okay, and you can see that on my release date is July 5th, so that's 179 days. So that's when I get back my 5,001 on top of any interest. So why did I choose the 5,001? Simply because I like the balance between the interest rate. I wanted something back within 6 months. But let's have a bit of a look at the forecast. So 5,000, well, not 55,000, $5,001. You can see it's going to cost me 41 DAV. All right, and each DAV is currently worth $120. All right, or 0.00485 of a Bitcoin. Okay, so if we bring up a calculator, okay, there's a bit of an estimate. What we're going to quickly do is just work out roughly how much that Bitcoin would be to be able to get, let's say, 42 DAV. Once my super fast calculator comes up. All right, there we go. So we need 42 DAV times 0.0085 of a Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm just taking it from here. All right, 1 DAV is 0.0084. I've just rounded it to allow for some fees and all that sort of stuff. So all up to get 5,001 US dollars, you would need 0.357 of a Bitcoin. Okay, so I'd probably do 0.36 BTC and transfer that into your wallet, and that way you'd be able to do that particular package level. Okay, but what do I actually receive over that time period? So you can see that I'm going to roughly, and this is based on the last 7 days, at 1.18%, but the last 30 days has been slightly higher. Let's do the bit more conservative one. So my $5,000 is basically going to return me 70 US dollars per day. Now we get paid 7 days a week. All right, every day of the week we get paid for the full 179 days. So again, if we take that calculator, all right, and if we just average out the 69.01 times 179 days, okay, you can see here it's going to be $12,352.79. All right, if that's provided that we average that. Okay, so if we average a little bit more, then obviously we're going to get paid more. But that's the interest component that we're going to get paid. And then we get our cash release back on day 179. So to me, this is a great way as part of our overall crypto portfolio to now actually start to generate some passive income, okay? Now, ideally, on day 179, or the 5th of July for me, I've got my $5,000 back, plus I've got, $14,000 here if we average that 1.4 or just simply 12. Let's just call it $10,000. Let's say we don't even average 1.18. All right, we've got 10. So all up, we'll then have $15,000. Okay, in money that the interest plus our bonus back. Okay, so my goal would be to put the whole amount back in. All right, $15,000. All right, so now we're playing with pure profit. That's one option. The other option would be to obviously pull your $5,000 off the table, so you have no capital left in the game, no skin in the game, and just simply use the $10,000 that is left. Okay, and again, you're now just playing with pure profit. Notice we've got now a better base rate, and the capital release date's now only 120 days. So you can see now that we would actually, that $10,000 would actually now return us $17,000. Now remember that $10,000 initially is profit anyway. So after that 120 days, we could then do the whole lot and we'd be in for about $27,000. All right, and this would be probably around about, what, maybe October 2018, and we'd be on $420 US per day. Okay, not a bad little income for some people that will get some debt paid off. And again, remember, we're only now playing with interest, okay, or profit. All right, we've got our capital back. Now, personally, I'm not sure about these whole optional lock-in boosts. They're going to lock the amounts in. I don't know if the daily interest boost is big enough for it. Maybe when I get down to the sort of 25,000 plus and we're taking it as an income and I've got my capital back, sure, we might lock it in, get some additional bonuses in, because now we're just basically drawing a daily income, okay? But generally, I would just simply just lock it, try and get our capital back out, because then you can manage it however you want. You might need, you know, $15,000 in an emergency, and obviously you can withdraw it out of here and get started again. And notice we're getting it back every 90 days now, which is simply great. One of the things I'm doing with our Facebook community is I'm going to look to put this together as a syndicate. And you can see here that if we can pull together and have more than $25,000, then within 90 days, we're basically going to have back all our capital, and I can get that all back to the Facebook members, and then we can just simply play with profit. Now, if people want their profit back and want to go and do it on their own, great, I'll return it to you. But everybody else, you know, we can sort of pull together above that $25,000, and we can start to compound it and then start to spread it. So that's one of the things I'm going to be looking at once people have seen the video and are aware of it, is to look to actually do a syndicate for this very, very shortly. So this is basically how it works. You pick your level, get your bonuses, lock your money in, and then simply get paid. Now, the other thing I would recommend is don't auto rebuy. Okay, so if you do go on your own and you buy your own package, okay, you see here there is an option to auto reinvest. Be aware that once you select that option, you can't change it. So you're locked in to auto reinvest for the entire contract. So if you wanted to, you know, withdraw a little bit of Bitcoin down the track, you can't do that because it'll be auto reinvesting for you. Also note, of course, that you can't auto reinvest once you select not to. You can't then later on select it. So for this contract, I selected it not to do it. Now, I can always manually just simply buy another request. That's personally, I like to do that in any program. I don't like auto reinvesting in any program, simply because I like the ability to be able to make decisions on my own. All right, so that's the program. You can see that so far I've received back $343.07. Let's just have a bit of a look at that over the last few days. Okay, so here's my results. So here I started on the 7th of January with my $5,000. On the 8th, you know, I received, don't forget I've got the 0.2% bonus. You know, and you can see that the last one was 1.02% plus the 2% bonus. And so all up so far, I've received $343.07. Now we said down here, okay, so there's the 1.02 plus the 20%, 0.2%, so that's 1.22. So that's that payment here. I haven't received the payment from the 12th, which I'll receive overnight. So I'm going to receive 1.48% plus another 0.2, so that's 1.68%. Okay, and you can see that tonight I'll earn another $85, and that'll take my bonus up to $825. Okay, now you can also see that there's a difference between the total earned, okay, and then on the dashboard, or even just here in the lending wallet, you can see that I've actually got $546. Okay, so that's some referral commissions from people that I've already shared this with that are testing it with me. They've been out there and, you know, having a bit of a stab and giving a bit of a shot, and as a result of, you know, sharing my affiliate link, okay, they have contributed. Should be all right. There should be no names in here. Okay, so you can see some people have put in some money and started to lend, and I've earned a commission. So how do the affiliate commissions work? It's quite simple. You earn down to 5 levels. So basically, I really just focus on the level 1. So for each person that I show, whatever they start with, I earn additional 8% on top of that. Okay, you know, and all that, again, that gets put into your lending wallet, which you can convert to Davor and then put it back into the system. All right, so that's pretty much the program. What I want to do now is just simply show you how simple it is to use. Okay, so you can see at the moment I currently have $546 in interest and affiliate commissions. So what we need to do to get it back into the system is to convert it to DAV. Okay, that's quite simple. We just select this green button here, all right, and you'll see it'll be instantaneous. So you can see at the moment I've got 5.34 DAV, and you can see that each DAV coin is $120. So there's probably around about 4, maybe 4.5 DAV in value. So we expect this to go up to around about 8.5 to 9, somewhere around there. So we just simply click on that. How much are we going to convert? $546. All right, and transfer. Done. And you can see it's instant. All right, so the dollars have moved, and instantly we've got 8.8 DAV available now to use. So you've got one or two options. I can move that back into a lending program. Okay, so if I wanted to put in, let's say, $600 US. Okay, well, I've got 8 DAVs, that's only 4. So let's see if we can get the 1001 package. All right, so the 1001 package, I'd need 8.29 DAV. Okay, and you can see here that we've got 8.86. So we would have enough to be able to do the 1001 package if we wanted to. And effectively what we're doing is we're writing another contract. Okay, I'd be locked in for 239 days. I'd receive a bonus of 0.1%. Okay, and based on the last 7 days, I'd be receiving around about $12 a day, all right, or another $3,000 on my 1,000. Okay, so I've tripled my money in 240 days. Now, personally, I'm not going to do that. I want to now sort of save up and try and hit the $25,000 package now that I've proven that it works, and I'm loving the results that I'm getting. So I'm just going to let that build until we hit the 25,000 mark. What about if we want to convert it and withdraw it? Okay, so DAV has its own live exchange. Okay, so you can see right here, let me just move this out of the way. You can see here that we had the 8 DAV. So if I wanted to sell my 8 DAV, I got to convert it back into Bitcoin, and then obviously I can move the Bitcoin over to my personal wallet. So this is a live exchange. You'll see these will be flashing from time to time as people are buying. There you go. So people are buying DAV at the moment. People are selling them. These guys are selling DAV, and people are buying it from them. And these guys are buy orders. So if you wanted to buy and sell, you can do it directly from here. So I'm selling DAV, okay, and these people want to buy the DAV. All right. So if I wanted to, this guy is looking to buy 210 DAV. I've only got 8, so I could certainly do it all. So all I would do here is just click on, yep, I'm willing to transact with you. All right, and I'm going to put in all of it. So all my DAV would be sold. I would receive 0.00841 of a Bitcoin, less some fees. If I click the sell button, it would convert instantly. All right, and I would then have the DAV available to, the Bitcoin available to then be able to transfer it out, deposit it out. Okay, obviously I wouldn't be able to then buy any programs, because to buy you've got to be in the DAV coin. All right, so I don't want to do that. I actually don't want to sell my DAV. All right, once you've converted it, all right, and I've converted my DAV into Bitcoin, I could simply just withdraw my Bitcoin. I would put in my Exodus account or my CoinJar account or whatever, and then transfer it off. It's relatively quick and easy. The people that I learnt this through, they got paid within 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe when I've got a little bit more, I'll do another transaction and just show you how easy it is to withdraw. That's really about it. You can see that now there's the transfer of my 546 that I converted to the DAV amount. And that's really about it. That's the program. Relatively straightforward. It's simple to use. They do have some other components attached to the DAV platform, such as staking. I'm not really interested in staking. Staking is like proof of stake, so you can actually earn a commission on any of your DAV tokens that are sitting there. But I need to learn a little bit more about how staking works and whether or not I've actually locked my coins up. Because the last thing I want to do is lock my coins in for say 12 months when I want to use them in a few months' time. So, and I've only got 8 sitting there, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. So that's really about it. That's the DAV program. Very simple and easy to start earning some daily commission on. You can see the daily commissions are earning that are really, really well. And you can see from those profit calculators, there's some really, really great results. And my goal now is to try and get into that 25,000 plus program and then start compounding it. You know, pull that after that first 90 days, get our capital back. As always, you want to try and decapitalize your returns. And basically you're then working on infinite returns, and then we can start multiply it up. So for those of you in the Facebook group that love to look at this, look, let me know, send me a PM and say, look, you'd be interested. I'm thinking about putting a syndicate together for this because I'm thinking for most of us, we don't have $25,000 worth of Bitcoin lying around. But again, if we pool it together and all come together as a collective, we'll start hitting these additional bonuses, and we will also reduce the amount of time that our capital is reduced. Then we can get the capital back to you. You can start putting that back into other programs, into BTC mining stuff, whatever you want to do with it, and we can start playing with profit. All right, thanks very much for your time. I hope that's been insightful for you. Leave some comments down below if you're interested, and you know, I'm loving Davor and I'm loving the look at it. All right, that's about it, folks. Thanks very much. Take care. We'll chat to you soon.